Our group is assigned the role of an auditor to research. In our following presentation, we hope to give you an in-depth insight into a career in auditing by addressing three main points: what the role entails, the type of person that succeeds in this role, and how and where to enter this career path. Firstly, let's look at what the role of an auditor entails. An auditor inspects and verifies the accuracy, existence and completeness of financial statements of an entity. Public companies are required by law to have their financial statements audited by an external accounting firm, which leads me to the point that there are two main types of auditors: internal auditors and external auditors. An internal auditor is the catalyst for improving governance, risk management and management controls by providing insights and recommendations on the assessment of data and processes. An external auditor inspects clients' accounting records and expresses an opinion as to whether the financial statements are prepared fairly and in accordance with accounting standards such as the International Financial Reporting Standards. They must assert an opinion as to whether the financial statements are free of material misstatements such as fraud or error. Audited accounting reports are often reviewed by external entities such as investors, creditors and government bodies. Auditing that has grown dramatically in the last decade is IT auditing. IT auditing is the evaluation and examination of information technology and operations. However, in order to become an IT auditor, you may require a computer science degree and need to attain further professional qualifications such as the Certified Information Systems Auditor qualification.
The type of person that succeeds in auditing has to possess certain fundamental traits. Strong technical and ethical characteristics are fundamental to audit success. These are considered the baseline characteristics that is expected of all auditors. Throughout the auditor career, he or she must possess a strong ethical foundation and to avoid temptation to let errors pass. In the technical aspect, an auditor has to maintain appropriate technical skills throughout his or her career. If the auditor is not current with the technical rules, it's easy to miss something and issue an inappropriate opinion. Additional skills that would make a good auditor are people and communication skills, being a good team player, and decision-making ability. People and communication skills are important for an auditor, as auditors have to have the ability to deal with different clients in different situations. Being an effective communicator enables the auditor to understand what a client is trying to say. Auditors often work in audit teams, which makes it important to be a good team player and build connections and rapport with others. Decision-making ability enables auditors to determine information which are relevant and what is not. Clients want their auditor to be strong and effective decision makers. Waffling around decisions will cause the clients to lose confidence in the auditor.
I will be looking at where and how to join this career path. Firstly, I'll say where you can start your career in audit. Obviously, you can start your career at the Big Four: KPMG, Deloitte, PwC and EY, which stands for Ernst & Young, and PwC stands for PricewaterhouseCoopers. There are also other companies that you can join which aren't part of the Big Four, such as Grant Thornton UK and Baker Tilly and numerous others. Over the past year, the largest revenue made from audit, PwC lead the way with 1 billion made more percentage over the past year, with Deloitte coming in second place with 0.7 billion, EY following closely in third, 0.6, and KPMG in last place with 0.5 billion. However, PwC, all these companies, the Big Four, all of them, they all don't have just audit, they have other aspects of the business. In regards to how to join this career path, there are numerous different ways that you can join. Firstly, by having a business or finance related degree sets you up quite well to join an audit company. Secondly, Flying Start program put on by PwC and the KPMG program. They allow students to go into their business and work for a term during the year. This happens in both the second year, and in the case of KPMG, it happens in both the first and second and fourth year. Third year for both corporations is a year placement where students go and work for those, depending on their university, go and work for those corporations for a full year where they learn the skills needed to become an auditor. And this also puts them on a fast track to becoming a certified chartered accountant with approval from this ICAEW. Now I'll refer to how to get involved in this career path. Firstly, by having a business or finance related degree, this sets you up quite nicely for becoming an auditor in the future. However, you will still need to gain your standard chartered accreditation through ICAEW, which stands for the Institute of Chartered Accountants of England and Wales. Secondly, through university courses such as the Flying Start programme put on by PwC at Reading University, Nottingham and Newcastle, but also from KPMG, who have a course at Durham and at Birmingham. These courses allow you to study modules which are relevant to becoming a chartered accountant and also to gain your ICAEW accreditation. Deloitte have recently set up a university in Texas where both undergrads and graduates can go to gain experience and exposure. Deloitte also have an association with Duke University and Columbia Business School. The third way to get into this career path is through internships. All of the big four, plus a few of the smaller companies, all offer extensive programs all across the country. These are usually 6 to 10 weeks long, and if you perform well at the end, then you may get invited back to a graduate program. So once you leave university, you get to join them for 3 years, where you start to gain your Standard Chartered certificate from the ICAEW. Which brings me to our last point, is you can become an auditor through becoming a graduate on a program. During this time, you'll study, obviously, what needs to become of an auditor, and through this, once again, you gain your certificate from the ICAEW. Thank you very much.
Very much for watching our report, and hopefully you've learned something interesting about a career in auditing.